Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to a brand new video. So today we'll talk about merchant navy. See, there are a lot of confusion about merchant navy. So recently I've been putting a lot of reels regarding merchant navy, and I found there are a lot of messages coming from young aspirants who wanted to join merchant navy but they have no clue about what is happening. In this video I will try to explain what is merchant navy so that the people can understand what they are going for. It might be helpful for new aspirants as well. So if you're first time over here, I'm Sujit and you're watching Mallu vlogs, where you get authentic lifestyle videos. So without wasting much time, let's dive in. First and foremost, what exactly is merchant navy? The merchant navy can be considered as a bunch of ships or a group of ships which are allocated for trade. The trade in the sense it carry cargo from one point to another across the globe. For example, we will be carrying a container from India and transporting it to a port in the United States. Depending upon the type of cargo you are carrying, there are different kinds of ship involved in it. So the merchant navy is together can be called as a fleet or a group of ships which are particularly doing trade across the globe. Another question is passenger ship or a cargo ship. What is the difference? So basically everything is a cargo ship except in case of a passenger ship, the passenger is the cargo. The next question I normally get is like, where is my office location? The office location of a mariner is actually the ship itself. But depending upon the company you are working on, you can have the head office on a particular country or a place. So for instance, if you are working on an Indian company, your office will be somewhere in near to a port. For example, it could be in Mumbai. So the company have an office in Mumbai, but they run ships throughout the world. What we do is travel to the ship. So it depends upon where the ship is located. If I am joining from Singapore, then I will fly to Singapore and then join my ship. So it is like we don't have a particular office, ship is our office. The next confusion people have is what we do. If you are taking a cargo ship, there are different number of operations being carried on board a ship. For a particular ship to move from one place to another, it has to have a power, it has to have cargo, it has to have the cargo handling facilities on board and things like that. So depending upon that, there are different departments in a ship. It can be classified broadly into three departments, which is the deck department, the engine department and the galley department. The deck department carries out the navigation duties, also the cargo operations, and the captain, as you may know, is the overall in charge of a ship and he is a company's representative. On the other hand, if you want the ship to move from one place to another, it should have a power plant. I'm a marine engineer, so what we do is we maintain a plant. It can be considered as a floating town. So for instance, we produce our own water, we produce our own electricity, and we use those powers to run the ship from one point to another. Of course, we get our food from outside, we store in a fridge. So for that, we need to have power on board. These are the jobs of an engine department when that engine department is concerned. There is a galley department where they provide you food. So the chief cook will be the one who makes food for the entire crew, and we have a separate room to have food, so on and so forth. Another question I get is where I stay. Well, we have an accommodation space on board every ship. An accommodation space is divided into different quarters. Everyone has their own rooms, which is called cabins, and we stay there throughout our contract on board a ship. But normally we go on board a ship on a contractual basis. So normally we travel for minimum of 4 to 9 months. So depending upon the rank, this can vary. So crew will be traveling for a 9 months contract. An officer will be traveling for a 6 months contract or less. The another question I get is why mariners are paid a high salary. Well, it is the risk of the job involved, and another important factor is we are away from a home for such a long time. There are a lot of risks, like as I said, we have fire, we have bad weather, we can have a machinery damage. In comparison with a land where you can have all the access at the time you want, we don't have that kind of access in case of an emergency. So that is the reason that people working on board ships are paid much higher than compared to the land jobs. Another confusion people have is that it is easier to get into a merchant navy job, and people don't have an idea about how this thing works. For you to getting a job in the merchant navy is not that easy. You should have enough competence to get a particular rank and also for throughout your career you will be having to undergo different kind of exams to upgrade yourself to get promotions. So it is an ongoing process of learning throughout your career. So if you are a guy who wanted to join Merchant Navy, please keep this in mind, that you will be learning throughout your career for career to grow. Another important thing I have to convey is that this one is not a white collar job at all. Person who works on board ship will get their hands dirty. This is not a desk job at all. So if you're starting a job at sea, that means your hands is gonna get dirty. That's okay, because you're dirty hands but you have a clean money. I'm a marine engineer working on board ship since 2010. So I have a brief period of experience at sea. Talking about being a marine engineer, there are different challenges you should face at sea as well. If you are interested to know more about what exactly the job you do on a ship or what rank you want to be in, then please do post your questions and queries on the comment section below. If possible, I'll make a separate video because these are vast topics to be covered. I think this is just an introduction video I was planning to do. So I hope now you have a fair idea about what Merchant Navy is and how things are carried out in a merchant ship. I hope you like this video. If you like this video, please do give it a thumbs up, share the video with your friends, and as always, thanks for watching and see you guys on the next one. Peace.